Hey, what's up guys, welcome to a new YouTube video, or welcome to your one-stop shop for everything retouching. My name is Meyson. Today we're going to be retouching this beautiful image of this model called Debbie. I'll put a link in the description to her Instagram page, so you guys should definitely go check out and follow her. Also, I'm going to be putting out this raw file so you can go download this and retouch with me. Now, if you are going to be retouching or downloading this file, please do not post it on your page. I think I'll just let anybody post it on their story at this point, but not on your page. But a lot of people took advantage of the last image that I put out to use, and there's just so many cases of people putting their logos on it, people claiming it was their pictures and they shot it. Come on, please guys, just stop it. Like, if you're here and you're learning, you're already gaining a lot. Just help me and help the model. Don't just spread pictures of the model around. A lot of people still don't know how to retouch very well, and I understand a lot of people are learning and you want me to give you my own take on your stuff, but posting on your page is not just going to do, you know, anything good for the model for the most part. So please try and keep those on your stories and don't post it on your page. I really appreciate it if after 24 hours it goes away. And yeah, and I replied to as many people as I could for the last one. But anyways, let me not talk too much. Let's just get straight into this image. Now, the first thing I'm going to do here is come to my levels as usual in Capture One. That's the first thing I do. Just drag my levels in. You guys can turn on your exposure warning, and I'm going to just pull my blacks in just a little bit. So at this point, I can see that it looks really good, but she just looks really dark. So I'm just going to bring up my shadows because I want the hair to stand out. That's one thing. As you guys can see around here, it's kind of blown out, but that's fine. I'm not going to do a lot more here. Maybe just increase my saturation a little bit because she just looks yeah, so it's around 5 because she looked really pale and I wasn't feeling that look. So right now, let's just take this into Photoshop. Okay guys, now we're in Photoshop, and today we're just going to be retouching with frequency separation. The skin though, later I might do a little bit of global dodge and burn. I will definitely do a little bit of global dodge and burn, but just frequency separation for smoothing out the skin. We're not going to be using micro dodge and burn. For a while now, I've been using micro dodge and burn for retouching skin alongside frequency separation, and I feel like I'm kind of spoiled because the results are just amazing. But what if you do not have that time, because it takes a lot of time and you just want to, you know, get an image out real quick? That's where just normal frequency separation comes in, or advanced frequency separation. So that's what we are going to be using to retouch this image. By the way, I have my beauty retouching masterclass coming out on the 20th. If you guys haven't seen the poster, I'll put it on the screen right now so you guys can see. Also go to the website www.theretouchingmasterclass.com and you guys can go sign up or drop your email and wait for when the class comes out. If you're one of the first people to jump on that class, I'll be giving you guys a huge deal. So definitely go check that out, www.theretouchingmasterclass.com. So let's get straight into this. The first thing I want to do is run my action. Now, typically I would run my basic frequency separation action first, but for this, I'm just going to jump in and go advanced. So radius 14, which is what I use for most of my headshots. This is an image I'll show with the Canon camera, I think, yeah. And right now I'm just going to zoom in, pick my clone stamp tool, and I'm going to clone away. This is going to take a while. So if you have this image and you are working with me, then the whiten eyes and T actions, or the eyes and T whitening actions, you guys can go download that for free on my digital store. I'll put a link in the description below. But if you want any other action, you want all the actions I have, then go download my retouching essentials pack. I have it out there right now. You guys go buy it, support this channel, and I'll really appreciate that. Also, I have my skin tone lots that you guys can definitely check out and buy. So 14 amazing actions for you, 2 beautiful skin tone lots. Definitely support the channel and go cop that so you can retouch with me. By the way, do you need all that to retouch with me? No, you do not. So you can just create your own frequency separation action and just follow me. You don't really need all that, but if you do get it, then you are definitely supporting the channel. So yeah, this might take a while. So what I'm going to do is just speed up this. Make sure you take your time and remove all the blemishes that are on your subject's face. So let's go. Okay, now I'm done cloning, and I just want to show you guys what an amazing job I've done. So this is the before and this is the after. Before, after. Yeah, I tried in such a short period of time. Remember, we're trying to get this image out as fast as possible. That's the whole idea of using just frequency separation without micro dodge and burn, right? So the next thing I want to do is pick my mixer brush tool. For some reason, a lot of people can't see their mixer brush tool. All you have to do is come down to your toolbar, go to edit, come down to toolbar, and your mixer brush tool, if you can't find it, it's going to be somewhere around here. So all you have to do is just drag it to your brush panel, which is here. So look at my mixer brush tool. So if it's here, just hold it, drag it here, and click done, and you're going to see your mixer brush tool. Always use these scents that I have up here, because these are scents that I have used for the longest time when it comes to using the mixer brush tool and frequency separation. I have gone through a lot, and these I found work really well. If for some reason you feel like it's too strong for you, then reduce just reduce the flow and you'd be fine. Okay, great. So how does the mixer brush tool work? I've done a lot of videos on this, and I'm just going to quickly explain how it works again. All you have to do with the mixer brush tool is just drag between your highlights and your shadows, right? So you're just trying to reduce the harshness of the transition between your highlights and your shadows, and that's how you know an image that is well retouched from an image that is not well retouched. Because an image that is well retouched, you can barely see the transitions between the highlights and the shadows, because they're really subtle. Even places that, you know, are like trying to show how, or when you're trying to show how strong the features are of your subject face, you still do not need sharp lines. You don't need to show sharp lines. So for example, look right here, you can see the sharp line right here, right? So all I have to do is zoom in with my mixer brush tool and just drag up from my highlights and see how I have taken care of that line. Jeez, my Nigerian accent just jumps out sometimes. I'm like, see how. Anyways, see how I took care of that line right there? So that's a before and after. Before and after. If you want my frequency separation action, like I said, I have it out for free. Definitely go check out my digital store. So but I don't zoom in that much to work with frequency separation. I think I keep a respectable distance between me and my subject. Yeah, let's not make any jokes about that. So okay, all I have to do right now is just brush between my highlights and my shadows and just reduce the transition between both, you know, like just even out those transitions, right? So take your time. If you're doing this for the first time, then you're probably not going to get it right. But if you get it right the first time, then kudos to you. But you know, a lot of people struggle to get it right for the first time. I struggled the first time to get it right. So if you feel like you're struggling, it's totally fine. You know, just keep trying and keep working, and you will eventually get better. So you guys can see, another thing that I typically do is follow the lines. So you see her face right here, the lines between the lines on her nose, that's her nose line, right? I keep working up and down, right, instead of just working from the side. Now if I want to work from the side, I'll reduce my brush and just work between the transitions there just to even that out, right? So what I'm just trying to do is give her smooth, nice, and very subtle transitions, right? Then as you guys can see, for the most part, I work with a big brush to cover a large area. If you are working with a brush that is too small, what you're going to do is just create a lot of patches in your image. So when you're working around areas that are huge, use a big brush. And when you're working in really small areas, like I want to reduce this transition, then you can use a small brush, right? For the most part, use a big brush. Okay, great. So this is what we have done. Let's see our before and after. Before, after. I feel like we've done a great job. And now I'm just going to work on her body, right? For the body, I don't have to do too much. Look at this part right here. I'm just going to pull in from my highlights. So I'm just pulling in from the left to the right. I'm not dragging the other way. I'm just pulling from left to right, right? As you guys can see, I used the big brush and I have filled that part up real quick. So I'm just going to work on chest area, the hand real quick. Always follow the lines, always follow the lines. And that is about it. We have done a pretty decent job here. Let's see our before and our after. Okay, great. Obviously, if I was to take my time, I'll work more around this area. I'll fix her lips, and I would have done that with dodge and burn, and it would have been really easy. But with frequency separation, that's where I have a problem. You know, apart from moving the highlights and shadows around, you're always moving colors around with frequency separation. So it's best to move the highlights and shadows around with a micro dodge and burn. And when it comes to, you know, frequency separation, we know we're just moving around a few colors, but right here we're just using frequency separation. That's the whole idea. So I'm going to come in here, her lips, and I'm just going to pull in some of the colors up here because all those areas just look pale. Just pulling some colors, fill that up, and I'll just even these places out too. Remember, the whole idea of this is if you are working on an image that you don't have the whole time in the world to fix, right? Because retouching takes time. Okay, great. So this is what we've done. We've gone pretty far. Next thing I'll do is run my global dodge and burn action, right? Because right now I'm just going to jump to global dodge and burn. But let's see what we've done now. So this is our before and this is our after. So global dodge and burn right now. Okay, now that I've created my global dodge and burn, all I have to do is pick my normal brush, set my flow to 2, 3, or 4. Anyone is fine. Make sure it is white, my foreground color. And what I always do is turn off my frequency separation in cases like this. And I am just going to burn the shadows. So when you burn, you're contouring your subject's face. You know, you're burning the dark parts, and when you dodge, you're dodging the bright parts. So this will just make sure your subject maintains all her features, and you kind of like make them stand out even more. So right here, I'm just going to burn here. So when you burn the top of the head, the nose, the sides of her nose, you know, any other place that is dark, then maybe under her chin, you know. The whole idea is just contouring. So if you understand what contouring is in makeup, you'll understand what burning is in global dodge and burn. Okay, great. You guys see we didn't actually spend a lot of time there. We have done this. So now I'm going to dodge. So when I dodge underneath the face, what I typically do is almost draw like a triangle, because, you know, it's almost like you're creating a Rembrandt-ish type of light under there. Then any other place that is bright, I will just dodge, right? And I'm doing this without turning on my advanced frequency separation. The reason why is because I just want to show the features of the face the same way they were before I kind of evened everything out to a frequency separation, you know. And now what I'm going to do is turn on my advanced frequency separation. As you guys can see, it looks really, really good. Just going to fix the nose here. And remember, we are trying to get this image out as soon as possible. So let's zoom out and see what we have done here. So this is our before and this is our after. Okay, it doesn't look bad, doesn't look too shabby. Next time I would actually just reduce the size of the nose a little bit. Let me see if I can do that with my burn. Okay, great. Just reduce the size of the nose a little bit. The size of the highlight here on the nose a little bit. Okay, great. It's not too bad. You guys get the whole idea. You guys understand. I feel like the burn is too much and it's so easy to remove it. All you have to do is switch your foreground color to black. And now I'm just going to increase my flow and just, swipe down on that. It was just a little bit too much. So let's see our before now and our after. Looks better now. Okay, great. So now we are done with our global dodge and burn. What I want to do now is create a new levels adjustment layer. Now for levels, your whites are always on your right and your shadows are always on your left. This is just the histogram. It's showing where you have more information, which is in your shadow area, right? So if you hold option or alternate on PC, you can see that it's showing you that this is getting too crushed. So your blacks are getting too crushed and this is how it looks, but that's not the look we're going for. So somewhere around here typically is fine, and we're going to pull in our whites to somewhere around here. And now we've added a lot of contrast in our highlights and in the shadows, and that's what we're looking to do. Another thing I want to do is change the color of the hair, right? What I'm going to do is come to selective color, blues, or already in the blue channel, and I'm going to probably pull my cyans up, pull my magentas down, and add some yellows. Okay, great. So that looks good, but you guys can see we've gotten some in her eyes. So what I'm going to do is just pick a brush, make sure that my flow is at 100%. White reveals, that means because this layer mask is white, is revealing everything on this layer. And black hides, so I'm just going to paint black over her eyes and take that out. Okay, great. So let's see our before and after. So this is our before and this is our after, before and after. And I feel like we are done with this image. We can put this image out. If you want to do some more stuff, I can just, let me try out my rich tones and see how it looks. Looks really, really good. Love it. What I'm going to do is reduce the opacity, maybe somewhere around here. But another thing I want to do is that I still want the head to stand out. So I'm just going to pick my brush, make sure that my brush is black because I want to hide this, and I'm just going to paint it over the hair. I just still want the hair to stand out, and the rich tones should just be on her skin. If you want that action, definitely go check out my Retouching Essentials pack. You can find that there. And this looks really, really good. So this looks really good. So let's see our before and after again. This is our before and this is our after. So that's it. That's how you quickly retouch an image using advanced frequency separation. Like I said, if you want any of these actions, you can go and check my digital store. I have some out there for free, and if you buy anything from me, you are definitely supporting the channel, and I can make more videos like this for you guys. Also, I have my retouching masterclass coming out in a few days. It's going to launch on the 20th of June. If you want to learn everything about how I retouch, you want to see me retouch an image from scratch to finish, you want to join me and retouch an image from scratch to finish. If you want to be part of my private Facebook group where we're going to talk about all things retouching and, you know, help you grow, then definitely be a part of my retouching masterclass, my beauty retouching masterclass. So go to www.theretouchingmasterclass.com. I'll put a link to that in the description below, and go register, and I'll be sending you updates about everything before the class launches on the 20th of June. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel. Comment below. Let me know what you think about my retouching with just advanced frequency separation. No micro dodge burn, just advanced frequency separation. Let me know what you guys think. This is just a quick way to retouch your image if you have to get images out real quick. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Have an amazing day. Peace.